Every time I start to send this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Light at Night with Lindsey Dinneen.
Hello, welcome back to The Light at Night. How fun is it to say that? Welcome back. I am so excited about this evening. I'm going to say that probably every single week because every single week it's going to be something else that I'm so excited to share. So here we are. That's just excited. It's going to be contagious, I hope. And also I will try to keep steady in this moving. All right, so tonight we have a very fun theme, something that goes far beyond just one little country or story. This is something that has spanned centuries and continents and curtain calls. It is the theater. So I am your director for the evening as events and activities, and I'm very excited to be sharing so many cool people and stories with you today, as well as a bunch of fun games. So I'm going to share a little bit about that with you here, but part of the reason that I wanted to choose the theme of theater is because theater is really magical. There's nothing quite like going to a live production for so many reasons. One is worlds get to be created on stage. Stories get to be shared that go so much beyond what maybe an individual can even say to another individual. Sometimes we need a little bit of that barrier and perhaps a fictionalized way of talking about something to give us that beautiful moment of connection, because sometimes we need a little bit of distance to get at truth. And so I love the fact that live theater can do that for us. The other thing that I really appreciate is live theater can't be replicated. If you're not there at that moment in the live audience, it's never going to come across the same way again. And I think there's a lot of interesting parallels about that. You know, it can be filmed and you can still experience it, but it's still not the same energy of coming together as a collective and experiencing this magic. So I personally love it, and I hope you do too. Regardless, we have a really fun show ready for you. And again, one little other thing that I always think about with theater, and that is, you know, somebody once said, life is not a dress rehearsal. It's a performance. You get your opportunity here and now to make a difference and to show up and to write your story. And I think that's really kind of cool. So we're just going to chat about theater all night tonight. And let me just say, here we go. So, in honor of the most dramatic of art forms, we have a whole bunch of different things planned for you today. We're going to start with something called random, let's see if I got this right, random theater prompts, brought to you by yours and yours truly. And then we will welcome Sherry Olson to the stage. She is the director of the upcoming musical on board, the Vie Odyssey. By the way, this is live on board the Vie Odyssey, which is a residential cruise ship and is being recorded and broadcast later to the world. We are also going to be hearing from Randy, who will do a fun news segment, Weird News. We will hear from Kit about some upcoming speakers' corners, and we will also be able to talk with our special guest, Sherry Mann Stewart, who is here for just a short amount of time, but she has a prolific career as a actor, director, producer, filmmaker, writer. I think I can keep going. So we're very excited to have her to talk to you. And then we will also do a little sneak preview of the upcoming murder mystery. Laura Lee and Chris Stotts recorded a really fun little intro video, so we'll get to play that for you today. And along the way, there's going to be a few little, you know, quirks and surprises, because again, live theater, how fun is that? All right, so the show must go on. So without further ado, let's get started.
Okay, we are going to be playing a game where Lindsey and I have to answer some random questions. Here we go.
Exactly.
Someone was here last week.
We'll pretend we're seeing it on the screen.
Okay, and hitting stop. So now this is going to give us a question, and then it's also going to give us a little modifier. And since it's the theater theme, that modifier is going to be an acting variation. We have to act in a certain way to answer the question.
Oof. Okay.
Okay, so I think this will be a good one for you.
Okay. Oh.
and you get to skip if you don't like it.
Okay.
If you could play any role in any play or musical, who would it be? And you have to answer as if you're the villain in a musical.
Say it again.
If you could play any role in any play or musical, who would it be? And you have to answer as if you're the villain in a musical.
Ooh. Oh. How does a villain sound? Well, okay, so first of all, I am feeling very villainous. Okay. All right, so I am up to no good, and I have some very difficult things to bring to the story, but it is all in an effort to make sure that there's actually a plot and a storyline, and so I can't help but answer somebody who is perhaps villainized, but unfortunately so, and that would be Elphaba from Wicked.
Okay.
No?
Very nice. All right. Next, working in the background. Beep, boop, beep, boop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and okay, so maybe I should have jumped on that last one.
Oh.
Okay, so if this one's mine, do you prefer plays, musicals, or operas, and why? And apparently I have to do this as if I'm in a kid's puppet show.
Ooh.
Well, which do you prefer? I think I prefer musicals. And why is that? It's got a little bit of everything. There we go.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, ready for one more?
Yeah.
Here we go, one
At
more.
least. No.
Beep, boop, beep, boop.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
Okay. This one's a fun one. I wish you guys could see this on the
I
screen.
know.
But have you ever cried during a live performance? If so, which one? And you have to act as me,
Oh, gracious.
as your partner.
Okay, it's my answer, but I have to act as if you're the one saying it?
Yeah.
Huh. Are you sure you don't want to take this one?
Oh, okay, yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
This is funny. Okay. Hi, friends. Thank you so much for asking me this question. I actually have cried at a live performance, but this is kind of funny because it was one of Lindsey's performances, and it was, and now it's been a couple of them, and she did so well. It was a mixed performance. I don't remember the name, but her piece really actually brought tears to my eyes. And yeah, so I'll go with that one.
Oh, okay. Which one was it? Now I'm curious.
Okay, you were being made fun of by other washerwomen.
Okay, I'm gonna explain that. Okay, yes, I know what you're talking about. Do you want to say more about it or start explaining?
Yeah, actually, it was a range of emotions because at
Yeah.
first I was really mad. She was these other women that were playing opposite her were talking bad about her, making her feel bad, and she was acting the part really well, and she had a really amazing crying part in the piece.
Yeah.
And it got to me. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was an original dance production. It was the first company I was with in Kansas City as a performer, as a dancer, and it was a great piece. It was called "Hung Out to Dry," and it was centered around women doing laundry. And so part of it, there was a lot of fun plays on, like, I don't know, airing out your laundry or whatever that whole phrase is. I'm going to butcher phrases just so you know. If you don't already know about that about me, now you do. But so this story was really interesting. It was about bullying, and basically this woman who got accused by another woman of like swapping their sheets, which I know doesn't sound like anything, but like swapping their laundry accidentally. But it was the other woman was making it sound intentional, and so then she kind of gathered this posse of people around her to start ostracizing my character in it, and it became so that the entire community was no longer gonna participate, like do anything with my character. So at this one scene, in fact, I had to like every single time I had about 5 minutes before I was supposed to come on, so I had to go backstage, and I would literally think of everything sad I could think about because I was supposed to cry live on stage, which is difficult. And I didn't want to just act it. I wanted to be crying if I could. And so thankfully that performance, it was a fantastic show, really good message about anti-bullying, but then every single show I'm like emotionally drained. And so thankfully it was only 3 nights and we moved on, but that's interesting that still stands out. That was years and years ago.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Okay, so this next one's yours then.
Oh, now we have another one. Okay.
If we have time.
Go for it.
Okay, here we go. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Okay. What is your favorite Broadway musical of all time? And you have to answer as if you're giving your Tony Awards acceptance speech.
Oh dear. Tony Awards acceptance speech. I feel like I have to stand up for this one. I cannot believe this moment is finally here. I've worked my entire life for this. I want to thank my family, my friends, my backstage helpers. I don't know. Thank you for allowing Wicked to come to life. Sorry. Wicked's going to be the theme, so there you go.
There we go.
All right. Well, anyway, without further ado, let's welcome Sherry Olsen to the stage, please. Thank you. Hi. You look marvelous.
Thank you.
Well, I am so excited to talk with you for so many reasons, but you are directing an upcoming musical right on board, and I wanted to can you share a little bit about that and how it came about?
Ooh, well, going back to the very beginning, there was a woman on the ship named Jean Waldera. Shout out to Jean Waldera. And she and I concocted doing Reader's Theater. And so we were doing a number of those shows. She had to leave and then left me in charge. And so I've now been doing those, and I've always wanted to do a musical. So I'm trying my hand at a musical.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have royalty in the musical, so I had to come with my tiara.
Yeah, you look fabulous. Okay, so now, had you had any prior experience directing a play or a musical before?
0.
Oh, okay.
No.
So you got roped, voluntold into this?
No, I'm having a ball. I'm
Excellent.
having a ball. And you know why? It's because of the community. This community, I now have over 70 people involved in this.
Wow.
And 40 of them on stage.
Wow.
So the community is full of very, very talented people that have just jumped in with all fours, creating tech for me, doing dance. We've got Neurons here. She's doing all the dance routines. And Jim Gulb and John, I better stop trying to name names, because with 70 people, I'll be here all night.
Right.
But I haven't had to do a lot of things because they've just jumped in and taken over and done little pieces and parts. And so it's been fun.
Wow, that's awesome. It's so much fun because even just around the ship, I will see people bringing out the sewing machine and working. Yeah. So can you tell us about how the costumes and all the, thousands of elements that are going on? How is that all coming together?
Oh my. Well, again, we have people that have sewing machines. Mary Costa volunteered to be the costume mistress. Naran has done a huge amount of pulling together different costumes and buying costumes. And we've relied a lot on people on the ship. Just put a shout out and say, I need suspenders.
Who's got suspenders?
Who's got suspenders?
Amazing.
Yeah. And some go and purchase them, and some have them in their stock, and it's been fabulous. Yeah.
That is fabulous.
By the way, I need planks.
Oh.
Anybody have planks to sit on for a lifeboat?
Good call to action. Right, maybe we can dig some up or purchase some. Or
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then so you have a very well. Maybe because you come from a different background than a traditional theater background, you have a really unique approach to this, in my mind. Can you talk about how you are approaching this whole concept and rehearsals?
Well, like I said, I've never done it before.
Yeah.
But I've told everybody that I'm kind of the person that will step off the edge so that I can see what I can see on the way down.
Excellent.
And that's kind of been this approach. I just see where we can go. And we, like I said, we have talented people that are helping to guide me.
Yeah.
And I was a project manager. That's
right.
I was a project manager in my career. So I've just treated it as another project, and with spreadsheets and all of that to organize it.
I love it. Yeah. Spreadsheets to keep track of everything. I mean, it's in one place. I'm right there with you with all the things that I organize. So I was like, yes, another one who actually enjoys Excel. That's amazing. Awesome. Well, it's coming up soon-ish, right?
November 7th.
Okay.
We want everybody to come because I have so many people on stage. I got to have a bunch off stage as well.
Of course.
It'd be nice to have an audience. So please come.
Yeah.
November 7th, 8:30.
Excellent.
Right here.
Right here. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sherry. That's amazing.
Bye.
Awesome. All right. Next, we have some weird news with none other than Randy of This Is True. Please help me out.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So I've been doing this for more than 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So once in a while, I'm going to dig into my archives and come up with something that's from there instead of maybe something I wrote today.
Excellent.
So This Is True is news commentary, but what it really is, secretly, that I don't tell anybody, is it's really about us. It's about the human condition.
Uh-huh.
And this is actually from 1995, 30 years ago, but it's still relevant today, as you'll hear. And it's called Space Docking Maneuver. A panel discussing extended spaceflight at Virginia Tech last week suggested that a private place be maintained for astronauts to socialize. No doubt about it, if we go to Mars, it's going to be a mixed crew, said Dwight Holland, one of the panelists. A trip to Mars and back would take several years. Former astronaut John McBride agreed it's going to be the most complicated thing we'll ever do in spaceflight. Presumably talking about the length of the mission rather than how the crew is going to spend their off hours.
Mm-hmm.
Another panelist who spent 2 years sealed in the Biosphere 2 experiment agrees that privacy is essential, especially acoustical privacy, he said. Because in space, everyone can hear you scream.
Oh. That's awesome.
Have a good show.
Thank you. Awesome. Excellent, excellent. All right. Well, our next part is the maybe now infamous.
Go ahead and take that one.
Hello. It's not wanting to work at all now. There we go. Sort of. There we go. Okay. All right. So, man. Monday. All right, so the next part is an acceptance speech. So without further ado, I would like to present a very special award. Theater related, naturally, because that's important. And this is the unsung hero of theater productions across the globe. Any guesses? Quick change. All right. Quick change. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting this, but I do have something written out just in case.
You're usually behind the scenes, eh?
Okay. I don't want to miss anybody or forget anything, so I'm going to have to read this. Thank you so much. Honestly, I didn't expect to be recognized. I never do. Because if I'm doing my job right, no one seems to notice me. Seems to notice me. 1 second it's rags, the next it's riches, and somehow the zipper didn't betray us along the way. Quick changes are like little magic tricks. You don't see the sweat, the panic, or the whispered, right arm in first, now spin. You just see the transformation, and that's the beauty of it. This idea came about after I attended one of the first live productions in history ever. It was a 2-hour play that was 7 hours long. I'd like to thank my loyal crew, Velcro, safety pins, bobby pins, double-sided tape, caffeine, and in equal measure, countless whispered swear words. Without you, I'd truly be undone. A shout out to the actors who sprint off stage like race car drivers pulling into a pit stop. I'm there waiting to make the impossible possible, all while tucked into an impossibly dark corner with just a tiny flashlight to illuminate the way. And to the stage manager's optimism when they say, you've got 30 seconds. We quick changes live life on the edge of the wings of our nerves and sometimes of the actor's dignity. But somehow, against all odds and stubborn buttons, we pull it off and then put it back on. So here's to the dressers, the stitchers, and the magicians who help me make costumes disappear and reappear faster than Houdini. This award means everything to me. Thank you so much. Thank
you. Did you notice the quick change? Ah, excellent work, Mr. Quick Change. Thank you. And now we have Kit.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
Great. How are you?
Good. Are you holding up?
Yeah.
All right.
Tech challenges and all.
Those are always the best. I was so excited about the various speakers corners I told you about last week.
Yeah.
I had to come up with a few more.
Excellent. Sounds great.
So we have had people talk about how flu vaccines work.
Okay.
Which actually is pretty exciting and interesting, important. We had a speaker talk about what autism is like from the inside, which was fascinating. And she quit early, and we're going, no, more.
Yeah.
So we're going to get more later.
Okay.
And we've heard the history of anesthesia.
Oh, fascinating.
That's just a few of the very exciting. We're over 80 presentations given so far.
Oh my goodness. And many of these are available still to watch.
Yes. I'm going to say, I can't tell you how many because I didn't prepare that. But yes, we have a lot that are available on YouTube, and I post them in Circle for people.
Excellent. Okay.
So, okay.
Lovely.
But this coming week is very exciting. We have 2 presentations before our next The Light at Night. We have on September 11th, 4 stories and 4 agreements. Paths to Healing and Hope After 9/11. And that will be in the Choral Club on Thursday, September 11th. I'm really quick with this. And then on Sunday the 14th, we have Life on Point, the ballet blueprint for success on stage and off. So I think you need to come, and that will also be in Choral Club at 8:30, but on Sunday,
Yeah.
the 14th. So that's what's going on in the Speaker's Corner.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Thank
stuff.
you.
You're
Cannot wait. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
See you later. Thank you. All right. Next up, we have somebody who is an amazing actor, filmmaker, director, producer, writer. The list goes on. She's absolutely incredible, and I'm so excited that she is on board with us to share a little bit about her life and experience and career. So thank you, Sherry Mann Stewart.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. It's an honor to be here.
Oh, I'm so excited to talk with you.
Thanks.
So, how did you get started in the acting world?
I'm one of those who started as a child. Shout out to children's theater and arts education in schools, because when I had been born in Atlanta, Georgia, but really grew up in Athens, Georgia, where the University of Georgia is. Yeah. And the year that I was of age, I think 7-ish, and wanted to do something like this, that was the year that the university started a children's theater program that was taught by drama majors at the university, and created by one of the professors there. And so we did several shows a year, and that first year I won Best Actress for the program, and that gave me the confidence to keep going. And I actually gave up a big thing that I was doing in Athens at the time. I was the only human mascot they had for the University of Georgia Bulldogs. Those of you who are sports fans, you know that there's UGA, but for a few years there, from my age 4 to 7-ish or something, I was also the human junior cheerleader mascot who traveled with the football team and basketball team. And when I told my mom, I was kind of precocious and was literally looking in the newspaper, I said, Mom, they're starting acting classes for kids. I want to take this. And she said, well, I can't take you to something every day. You already take piano and baton twirling and guitar, and you're the cheerleader. And she said, you have to give something up. I said, I'll give up being the mascot, the cheerleader. And my friends could not believe it, that's what I chose to give up, but I never regretted it. And so I just never stopped. I just kept on going, and it's been my whole life and career. And then at some point I started I majored in college in Washington, D.C. at Catholic University, and I studied with Stella Adler. If any of you are theater buffs, you may have heard that name. But when I moved to LA after college, after skipping some grades, and so I was kind of young, but moved out there, and Stella Adler chose me as one of her top performing students, and that was life-changing, amazing. Wow. I still think of her as one of the most important and enjoyable chapters of my life that has just stayed with me. And when I teach acting now and everything else, it's stayed with me. So
awesome.
Long answer.
No, I love the long answer, and there's so much to unpack there. But okay, so you say you teach acting now.
I do. These days I teach privately.
Okay.
I've taught at universities, Emory University and Baruch College in New York, and various other, the Alliance Theater, Tony Award-winning theater, shout out in Atlanta. For 20 years I was teaching both adult classes and youth classes there. So I've woven that into my working as an actor in films, TV, and moving again from LA, New York, back to Atlanta, and continuing the on-camera work and some stage work. I am a member of Actors Equity as well as SAG-AFTRA, but at a certain point, the amount of time that I love theater, but the amount of time, rehearsal time, and the difference in pay for 7 weeks of a theater contract versus 1 day of a film or commercial or TV show is, I needed to pay the bills. So right. I started doing more of having to say no to more of the theater, even though I love it, and I still enjoy directing it when I can, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so speaking of your film career, I'm sure there are many standout moments, but what is something that really just you love, a highlight of your career?
Well, for me, it's honestly, a lot of it is the people that I get to work with, and I truly don't, I'm not about name dropping, but I do, for me, it's an honor to just work with actors that I've watched, and then suddenly I'm sharing a scene with them, and it gives me chills, when I'm doing it, and then even afterwards. And so just over time, I've had the chance to work with Jack Lemmon and James Garner on a film called My Fellow Americans, and there's a whole story about how they casted everything. But anyway, it was just spending a day with the two of them and just talking, like you do, was amazing. And James Earl Jones, one of my first film jobs out in LA, I got to, I started doing extra work and stand-in work, and again met some amazing people doing that and learned. That was my film school, was being on set. So I did a film with James Earl Jones called Soul Man, but you're never gonna, well, you'll see me, but you won't hear me saying anything. But it turned out that they hired me for a number of days for it, and he talked to me at one point. He said, "You realize I'm delivering all my lines to you, right?" Well, he used his deep voice. And I said, "I thought that was my imagination." He said, "No, you're the only one giving me anything."
Oh.
You know, with your acting. And so we actually became friends, and he had me, you know, attend fences and come backstage to see him after that. And it just the people, the amazing people that, you know, that I admire, and then I'm lucky enough to have a chance to work with. I've just really enjoyed that.
That's so special. Yeah. Okay, well, you alluded to a particular casting story, so now I have to ask you about it.
Now, which one did I refer
For
to?
My Fellow Americans.
Oh, well, that is kind of interesting. So I was living in Atlanta. In fact, I just moved from New York back to Atlanta, and my agent there set me up for an audition in North Carolina, as one does. And they narrowed, and then I got a call back, which, for those of you not in the theater or film, is just a second audition. Once again, driving up to North Carolina for it. And it turned out they had narrowed it down to me and one other actress. And we were kind of different. We sort of had different looks. We were different ages, you know, different feel to us. But they had already started shooting the film, My Fellow Americans. And so between scenes, they would have, the producers and director would have us come to their trailer and read the part again, audition again. So I would do it, then she would do it. Then they'd ask me again, then they'd ask her. And word came back to the casting director, they love you both. They cannot decide between you. And so she said, of course, they will decide and we'll let you know. And so as we're driving in the car back to the casting location with her, we had already become friends. And we said, you know, the sad part is that we're not going to get to see each other after today necessarily. Wouldn't it be cool if we could do it together? And the casting director said, wait a minute, would you all do the scene together? We're like, yeah. And she said, shall we figure out who's going to say which line? And we looked at each other and said, nah. We'll figure it out as we do it.
Okay.
And so we basically improv'd the scene, figuring out who was saying what, and the writers loved it so much, the producer-director loved it so much that they had the writers in LA rewrite the scene for the two of us to sort of mimic the relationship that Jack Lemmon and James Garner had as playing two former presidents on the run kind of thing. It's a fun film if you get a chance to see it. But they're from different political parties, supposedly, and so they hate each other, and yet they have to be on the run. And so then we had our two characters who were sort of foils for them. And it was just a really fun scene. It got mentioned in reviews and everything. There's one comedic scene, and actually when we first did it on set, Jack Lemmon said, you all are the funniest characters I've seen since the Pigeon Sisters and The Odd Couple, which, wow. And James Garner said, you all should take that on the road. And, you know, we didn't even live in the same city or anything, but we stayed friends after that. And so that was just really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you are also, in addition to your acting career and your teaching career, you were a filmmaker. You were a writer and producer. Can you share a little bit about that?
In terms of the filmmaking, it tends to be more short films, which I love, and I don't know if folks have had a chance to attend film festivals around the world, but short films are where it's at these days. I love indie filmmaking. Yes, I'm in the union and all that, but I can find a way to legit do short films and indie films, and those are some of my favorites, because then you're just doing it for the art. You're not doing it because somebody with big bucks says it has to be done this way. You know, you just get to do it the way you want to artistically. And so the directing, the screenwriting I've been doing in the past few years. As one gets older in this industry, the roles become fewer. And the industry on it, sadly, at least in Atlanta and a lot of places, it's weakened a bit in recent years, and with pandemic and all of that. So, but to stay busy and stay creative, you know, I've gotten to know a lot of filmmakers in Atlanta. I currently serve on the board of Out on Film, which is one of the world's biggest or most prominent, successful queer film festivals, and this one's in Atlanta. We're Oscars qualifying, we're BAFTA qualifying, so these are big deals. And so I meet fabulous filmmakers in that way. And, you know, I'm definitely not a big buck person myself, but I find ways to support, or at least help raise money for projects I believe in. And sometimes I do direct and write. And actually, one of the short films 2-3 years ago that I was cast as a lead in it, flew out to LA to shoot it. Everyone else was from California, the cast and crew, and then it got chosen for Cannes. Cannes in France, big film festival, and so I got to go with it. I starred in the film. It's called Nana Dara is Gay, if you ever find it.
Cool.
It's based on a book called Sugar Land by Tammy Lynn Stoner, and they're still open. It might become a series at some point, but it's won some awards and played at the Atlanta Festival as well as all over the world, and won. You know, Cannes was amazing. Walking the red carpet at Cannes, I can't even describe that. You know.
Yeah, what an amazing moment.
So the career's been good, and my sons also saw me and their dad also doing it, and they became professional actors at a young age at the Alliance Theater and commercials and TV and film things. So we went to Italy for my son when he was 14 to star in a feature film in Italy, and we all went, you know, so just that kind of thing that you just don't expect.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
No regrets for sticking with my passion, the acting,
good for
you know.
That's not easy. Good for you.
Thanks.
So then, okay, one final question. I know you have also been on a game show.
Oh yeah. That was another, and it's actually related to acting a little bit.
Okay.
When you're living in LA and you're an actor, you try to get all the odd jobs you can get. And one thing that people do is audition for game shows. And so I auditioned and was chosen to be a contestant on the $25,000 Pyramid back in around 84-ish. I think I just got my degree. I also got degrees in psych because that helped deal with the industry and life. So it was right around that time. And I was chosen for it, and Dick Clark was still hosting it. And I was a 5-day champion on $25,000 Pyramid. And, you know, I went through 4 celebrities on that. And then, again, living in LA, game show producers started calling me and hiring me to help develop new game shows. So they would get my feedback. They'd have me play with these rules and give it, you know, how do you like that? Now play with these rules. Yeah. Or they would have me audition different game show hosts. And I, you know, obviously was the contestant, and then I give it feedback. Did you like it when he asked you that question, or what else did you need him to do? That kind of thing. So that led to a lot of great paying work, and I could fit it around my acting work. So, you know, that ended up being an unexpected thing too.
Awesome. Well, oh my goodness. Thank you for being here on the show. But thank you for,
Thanks.
I'm so glad you're here on the Odyssey. So
let me promote one film that I just shot this year. My first horror film. I never understood horror. I'm like, why are all my women friends making and directing and writing and horror films? I don't get it.
Right.
And I started interviewing some friends, and one of them said, well, did you see Get Out? I said, oh, of course I saw Get Out. I loved it. She said, that's what we're doing with horror. We're addressing social issues with horror. And I went, dang, that's my thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and so within about 3 days, a phone call came, not one of the people I had interviewed, another filmmaker saying, hey, Sherry, I've written my new feature film script. Of course, it's horror. I've written a role for you. Would you be willing to do it? Yes. And so I shot a horror film last year called Eidolon, Eidolon, and I had a nice scary role in it. It was really fun. So keep an eye out. Who knows where it'll end up.
So not being typecast, willing to expand your repertoire as it was.
Well, being older, it's a nice character role, and I love character roles. I never wanted to be the ingenue. That was boring. So now I get to do character roles.
Yay!
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Sherry, it's
Thank
such
you.
a pleasure having you.
Thanks
Thank you
so much.
much.
It was fun.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So, in terms of the upcoming murder mystery, do we have the ability to play a little promo clip?
We do.
Excellent.
We'll see if the sound lines up. Earlier during tech trials, we had a little issue, so everybody cross your fingers.
All right, so just to give some background to this, unfortunately, Chris and Laura weren't able to join us tonight, but they did us an amazing service and went ahead and filmed a little promo explanation video for us to debut. So we're really excited. They are doing the first ever murder mystery event right here on the Odyssey. It's on Monday, September 22nd from 8 to 11 p.m. It'll be in the Coral Lounge. And I know there's RSVPs going on right now, and they're going to talk a little bit about that in the video. The other fun part about the video is once they release it to the world, it will also have some bloopers and outtakes that you're going to very much enjoy watching. So without further ado, we will get to watch a little preview of this upcoming exciting event.
Huzzah, my lords and ladies! It is I, Lord Felix Montgomery, in the year of our Lord 2025, aboard this most modern of cruise ships, where scandal and suspense set sail together.
And I am Countess Daphne Fairchild. I am here to keep my noble partner from confusing the wine list with the suspect list. Although honestly, he'll probably accuse the sommelier.
The man is very suspicious. He has all those corkscrews and messes around behind the bar. However, let us not waste another moment. We have an event to announce, my lady.
Indeed. So circle the date, you divas and detectives, on Monday, the 22nd of September, from 8 o'clock until the clock strikes 11. There will be 3 hours of mystery, merriment, and then a few mischievous glances.
Attendance is limited to 80 guests. However, we know that misfortune strikes randomly, so we have secured a wait list, and signups will be allowed until the event start time. However, once the event begins, the game will be locked tighter than the captain's liquor cabinet.
So use the link in this very video to sign up. If you hesitate, you may find yourself with nothing but shuffleboard and regret.
Well said, my lady. Well said. Huzzah! Now, we do have a surprise for you. We have secured a celebrity guest.
Ah, but we won't spoil the fun just yet. You'll only find out their identity when you arrive.
It may be someone you know, it may be someone you don't. They may be in uniform, or they may be not. Oh,
Lord Felix, behave yourself. Now listen carefully, players. There will be prizes.
ooh, indeed. A prize for the most brilliant detectives who correctly unmask the murderer.
And prizes for the best dressed characters, one for the most dashing gentleman and one for the most dazzling lady. So go all out, costumes, flair, drama, give it 100%.
Remember, this is not only about solving a mystery, it's about socializing, laughing, and reveling in the joy of the game and being someone that you may not normally be.
And the theme is just the backdrop. This is really about you being bold and putting yourself out there to have fun.
Agreed, my lady. And once you receive your invitations and your character assignments, practice your style and your speech and be that person for one night.
And don't be shy. The more you lean in, the more fun everyone has. Above all, this is a party, a grand excuse to sip, mingle, and scheme.
So prepare yourselves, my lords and ladies, for on September 22nd from 8 until the clock strikes 11. Secrets will spill, lies will tangle, and only the sharpest minds will triumph.
Yes, indeed, the cocktails will be flowing, the costumes dazzling, and the Countess most certainly watching.
We'll see you there.
It's going to be a really exciting event, so definitely sign up for it. Pay attention to the video when it comes out. Like I said, he's got another, I think, 3 minutes of bloopers. It's going to be really fun. And anyways, you'll get to watch all the outtakes and all the fun things. All right, next up, we get to welcome to the stage Mr. Eric Ingram, who is going to be talking with us, playing a game with me called Around the Word in 80 Seconds.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So here are the rules. This is very much like, a cross between catchphrase or password or whatever, where we're trying to get each other to guess the word. Okay. However, we only have 80 seconds to do so. So we'll try to get in as many as we can, just kind of,
okay.
We're playing as a team.
I'm with you.
Okay. And then in addition to that, we can't say the word or any part of the word.
Okay.
Am I forgetting anything?
I think you've got it. And then I am going to be keeping time.
Okay.
I'm going to start a timer at 80 seconds.
Excellent.
And we will try to get, or you all will try to get as many correct as you can in that time.
Excellent.
So luckily, tech is actually working with us now.
Yay!
And so whoever, I guess I'll leave it up to you guys, who would like to see the word and give hints first?
Ladies first.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
So then just make sure you don't cheat over here. And then you can start the timer and we can go.
All right. All right, I'm going to start the timer for 1 minute and 20 seconds, and here we go.
Okay, so this is there's a street in New York City is very famous, but also has a bunch of theaters, and this is
Broadway.
Correct. Oh, so there's two words. The first one is not hot, but
Not hot, but cold.
correct. Second
Cold.
word is instead of listening to something, if it's written on a page.
Read.
Yes, so put them together.
Cold read.
Yeah, cold reading. Yeah.
Cold read.
Cold reading, but
Okay.
same.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The judges gave it to you.
The judge is me, apparently. Okay, so, and then this is basically the program for a theater production. It's a specific word that's not used often in other contexts. The first part of the word is instead of doing work, you are maybe 16 seconds to go. Instead of doing work, you're having fun doing activities. And did that help?
I'm thinking Bill, but I.
Yeah. Yes, that's the second part. So the first part is not work, but
Play-Doh.
yes. Ding ding ding. Nice job.
Okay, you guys got 4.
All right. Now my turn.
Now, if we get a repeat,
Just
we'll
give
just redo it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to start the timer again,
Okay.
and here we go.
Let's see. An actor, but his partner. An actor has a
Sidekick?
person that helps in the event that the actor can't perform.
Understudy.
Good.
Okay.
A group of dancers on a stage performing in sequence.
Well, an ensemble or a
More showtime.
more showtime? A troupe?
A line of dancers.
Oh, we have to skip. Okay, next.
Thank you.
Hold your gavel. Okay.
Exit
Entrance?
sideways.
Stage left.
Yes.
Nice.
Encore. An encore.
2 seconds.
Like a callback or a
Almost.
That's time.
Okay.
Curtain call.
Curtain call.
So if my count is correct, you guys got 7
All right.
together.
Okay.
Good job.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. I'm so
Thank you.
appreciate you. All right. It is time for Tech Talk, which I keep getting. Travel tech tips with Kevin.
Thank you.
That's the one.
So last week we did this segment, and I was really kind of just trying to help, and we needed a few minutes, so I said I could talk about this. But we actually got a lot of good feedback, and so we're going to keep it up until we hear otherwise.
Run out of ideas.
Or run out of ideas, yeah. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things that are built into everyone's phone, whether you have Android or Apple. The calculator app will actually allow you to do conversions. So in the upper right hand corner, there's a little calculator symbol that, I don't know, for years, I never touched it. I just put in my numbers when I needed a quick calculation. But it lets you choose from different calculators, but then you can also choose convert. And so when you do that, then you select what, like in this case, it's Japanese yen because we're here. And so you just put in, if you're looking to see how much something costs, you just put it in your calculator by hitting the numbers, and then it automatically shows you what it is in USD by default, and you can change that too if you'd like to. So I wanted to share this because It's super simple, but it's built in and it works offline. So a lot of times when you get on your browser and you use Google, if you don't have a connection, you're not going to get an answer. In this case, you'll see down at the bottom, when I took the screenshot, it said it was updated 1 hour ago using Yahoo Finance. And so I don't know how often it updates, but I mean, it's the last time I had Wi-Fi, I think, at this point. So I just wanted to share that because it's built in, works offline. And then a second one is how to use the Translate app in using photos. And so with this, you don't just have to type in a message in English. You can actually select the camera button in the bottom there and take a picture. There are 2 ways to do it, actually. You can just hover over the text and it will do a live translation, but it's kind of hard to make that work. So if you actually hit the camera button, where right now on the screen you see an X, there's a shutter button. So you take a picture and then we'll zoom in so you can see. So it took the Japanese characters shown here, and now we can see that it's 100% straight juice. I'm particular about organic fertilizer cultivation, so it's not going to be 100%, but it'll be good enough that you get the gist and you'll be able to make your way around the country and buy whatever it is you need to buy. So, those are the tech tips for today.
Thank you. All right, so anyway, again, this was a very much a good example of live theater projection, so thank you for being here. Thank you for bearing with us with some of the wonky things that went awry. But again, I really appreciate you being able to spend some of your time with us this evening. And no matter what you do, how you explore the world, and the people you interact with, shine brightly, because the world needs your light. So cheers. Good night, and if the cast could join, I would just love to give one final round of applause to the entire cast.